familiar.
So
you played
To what extent do you guys care about the historic part of this season and 10 wins and finishing with the bowl win?
I mean, we're not really worried about any of the things that's happened in the past this year. You know, we've had our ups, we've also had our downs, and we're just trying to get the 10 wins and you know, win our bowl game. We haven't won a bowl game, since I've been here, so that's one thing we're really trying to focus on.
Steve, you played a lot of, you play games against Florida every year, but Florida State and you being from Florida, talk a little bit about just what that whole Seminole aura was like when you were growing up. Well, did you consider them at all, or?
Not really. They didn't really recruit me a whole lot. You know, it was mainly Florida.
Yeah.
But you know, I grew up a Florida State fan. My uncle went there, and you know, it's going to be pretty fun playing against them. I'm looking forward to it.
You know, the whole Bobby Bowden syndrome.
Yeah. You know, we'll be ready for him. We'll definitely be ready for him.
Yeah. Spurrier talked at all about his past with them, the whole Free Shoes University, and all those back and forth off-season jobs. And stuff.
Not at all. You know, he's not worried about what happened in Florida. He coaches in South Carolina now, and he's made that clear. And he told us that yesterday. So, you know, we're just ready to play against Florida State, and we're just trying to practice as best as we can.
Do you remember that rivalry from your time as a Florida State fan?
Yeah. I mean, I went to a few games, but you know, I didn't really understand the magnitude of it. You know, because I was a little kid, and you know, it didn't really affect me at all, other than the fact that I didn't like when Florida State lost. But you know, I'm not into the rivalry anymore. I'm just trying to win this bowl game.
Now you've had some time to sit back and reflect. What do you think about your season?
You know, it's gone pretty well. You know, there's a few things that I wish would have been different, but you know, we had our ups and downs. We've also, you know, we've done a few good things, but we're just trying to win this 10th game. That's the main goal right now.
Personally, did you take a jump?
I think so. I feel like I did, but we'll see what happens with this game. You know, last year and the year before that, I didn't really perform too well in the bowl game. You know, the team in general didn't perform well, and you know, we'll make that decision after the bowl game if we made the jump yet.
If you take yourself out of yourself and look at yourself as a player, where do you think the most improvement came?
Probably the preparation for games. You know, last year and the year before that, I kind of just went into the game and just tried to do what I did in high school, and you know, obviously it didn't work too well. And you know, Coach Mangus coming in here really helped a lot. And this year, you know, I've really watched a lot of tape on my own, and you know, one-on-one with him, and just learned a lot about the defense that I was facing.
Is it like just like a whole different level of preparation, a whole different level of recognition of what's out there?
Definitely.
What have you taken away from the last two bowl games that is going to help you improve for this one?
We just can't do what we did the last two games. You know, I think we went into the game a little careless. You know, just kind of happy-go-lucky. You know, we beat Clemson last year, and you know, we kind of on our high horse, but you know, UConn knocked us off real quick, and you know, we just can't let that happen.
You mentioned you've been the starting quarterback for both of those games. Do you take more of a leadership role to make sure that this game is not like those last two?
I'm definitely going to try to.
How much tape did you watch on your own last 2 years?
Well, last year, I mean, I watched a little bit, but you know, this year was just a lot more. You know, when I didn't have class, I was up here meeting with Coach Mangus, and you know, just watched as much as I possibly could.
Twice as much, 3 times as much on your own? Is that?
Yeah, 3 to 4 times as much.
Yeah. Can you look back now on doing that and say there's that aha moment where all of a sudden I'm seeing things that maybe before us like kind of casually in my mind, and now I'm seeing specific things that can help?
Yeah, you know, I'm noticing tendencies, you know, specific skills that you know, defenders have. You know, I'm just trying to get to that point where I know for sure what they're going to do, and you know, I'm still growing, still trying.
Can you pinpoint anything mentally that caused some of the struggles that you had the last 2 bowl games? I mean, did you switch anything up in preparation personally?
Not really. You know, as I said earlier, I wasn't really. I didn't really go into the game as prepared as I should have been. You know, that's completely my fault. I just kind of went in there. You know, back in Tampa, that was my home. You know, the town, and you know, just happy to be home. You know, but this year I'm a lot more focused and a lot more mature as it was the past 2 years.
Coach Mangus said that he's really working on fundamentals with you right now. Is that kind of your goal? Is just to improve fundamentally the next couple of weeks?
Well, that's been my goal for the past 2 years, and you know, it's tough to break old habits. You know, especially if you've been doing it for 10 years. But you know, I'm trying, and he's trying to correct me as well. And you know, hopefully I'll be ready to go for the bowl game.
Is it kind of